So I know that you're anxious to get back, but how do you temper, like the second you see that need in the Mets bullpen, the two lefties go down in Mintner and Young, is there a clock in your head, or do you just let the process play out and get there when you're ready?
I mean, I think we definitely had a very long, kind of long-term plan with coming off TJ. I don't think you can rush TJ. So, and I think that's helped just tamper expectations and have a plan through the All-Star break, and I feel like we've executed that well. So we are where we are because we're patient, especially early. So no, I feel like I'm in a good spot and then have a few more outings here.
It's also interesting. I see the guys that have come down here for rehab, even Francisco and Acuna, guys that have been there. But there's also, it seems like almost like a joy being here for a little bit. What is it about being at this level that kind of lets you take a breath and realize how lucky you are when you're at the major league level, and just to embrace this while you're here?
Oh yeah, I mean, all of us, any of those guys you named, all of us came through the minors. So it's a reminder of the leagues that you played in, the ballparks you played in, the travel, the food, the everything about the city that you're in. So just kind of being present and knowing like you have seen where you want to be, and this is a good reminder. Kind of enjoy where your feet are and kind of make the most of it, and pour into guys that are trying to get there, and try to give them some insight and education, and and get back to what you know and where you want to be.
It's also been amazing the amount of guys that have come up this season. I mean, we're at 37 pitchers at this point, obviously including Travis Gronkowski in that mix. But when you see these arms that are coming in, guys from the Frontier League that throw 100 miles an hour, what's changed in the game that there's so many guys that throw 98 plus?
I think information's key. I think everybody has good information now on how to throw hard. Now there's a pitching element to it. There's a deception still involved, and to have success in the big leagues, you kind of got to be a complete pitcher. But I've definitely seen my fair share of guys coming through the minors on the Mets side and on the other side of some truly talented players. As you go up the minors, you learn lessons along the way, and that's still the case. But yeah, the stuff from a velocity standpoint is probably at its peak. So guys throwing 98 from the right sides, there's 4 or 5 of them down in bullpens, and I remember not too long ago 95 was special. But at the end of the day, you still got to get big leaguers out, and hitters have adjusted over the last 2 years to velocity. They can hit it. And so now there's sinker, slider, and there's kind of, can you get the ball in the zone, or guys, there's zone control and value in the big leagues on what hitters do and create, opportunities to get on base. So the game's ever evolving, which is nice, and you just kind of find your niche and kind of work through that. But it is wild to see the velocity where it is.
And lastly, being down here with the young Met arms, what have you noticed about the Tidwells, about the McLeans, about the Sproats? For Met fans, what do you think they can expect once those guys get there?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are all young. They're flying through the minors. So it's a credit to them and their work ethic and the development of the Mets system. I think they have some of the best people I've been around, having been in the Astros and Rays organizations, for information to develop them as pitchers and know where success comes with their stuff and how they throw the ball. But no, these guys all have great talent, and then kind of where do they fit into the puzzle? Are they front-end starters? Are they relievers? And kind of just getting reps and experience. You can't ever replace that. I know the game's getting younger and younger, but that has value, and these guys are catching in on a fast track, especially at this AAA level.